Hello everyone, welcome on back to Court Farms. I got the Deutz far over there by the field beans. We'll go ahead and get that, we'll have a worker start on it probably again. I'll probably go and sell the straw bales. The price isn't looking too bad actually. It's like 130, I think. It's not too bad at all. Ooh, we're hitting some dark green. I'll work on that. I don't remember what our soil map was. Oh, lots of loam. This field's gonna be really good. This won't be fairly decent, won't be the max, but it'll be pretty good. Obviously a little bit of silty clay. I'm sure I'll have to fix some. I don't believe they're going to be perfect in their harvesting. Put the slurry spreader here. We'll probably end up having that on a fairly long rental. So we got the straw. I believe it was highest at, yeah, fully down, but we're not going to go up all the way. But Value View is super close to us. So we'll go there instead. Alright, so Value View should be around... no, it's not that sell point. It's this one. Hey, that's not bad. That's really not that bad. 14K from, you know, the leftovers of some oats. Not too bad. And plus you figure we'll get, you know, 30,000 or so from the oats as well. All of a sudden we're making 45,000 from that field. It's pretty good. Well, we already have a little bit of straw in here, so that'll be a nice patter. So it should actually, I mean, we should get a bale of alfalfa pretty quick. Alright, let's check on it. It's doing pretty good. Well, it's about to turn around actually, so we could get it emptied. They're not really full, but I matter do it now and probably do the whole field with little to no issues. Right, back to the JCB. So we were doing 181s for the straw bale. We could change it to 182. I just went by it the first time. For the hay, the alfalfa. Because like I said, we're probably just going to put one bale and just put it right next to the sheep pen. Don't even have to worry about it for a while then. That's weird. My little gauge of how full it is not there anymore. Yeah, that's kind of concerning. I obviously don't really know what size this bale is either. So it might take a while. Let's just go to one of the smaller ones. Although that would be the next bale. I'll do one more strip. If it hasn't did anything, then we'll leave it. It's possible that there's an incompatibility with these two mods. This Court Farm is a mod, obviously. Maybe it doesn't work correctly. Maybe it's only like a base game baler situation. Yeah, yeah, we'll have to leave that. I don't want to get rid of it all. What will happen is I'll probably go into like a test save and kind of figure out what's going on. And I'll just spawn some in. Like, I think I'd probably do 2 bales of it. 2 square bales of 240s. I think that would be 16,000 liters, something like that. We'll spawn in right around there. Probably a little bit less than what we'll get, but I don't obviously know how much we're going to get. Yeah, I don't know. That's really, really weird. Well, what if... I'm just curious if I could... The dev controls... empty it. Yeah, when I go to try to fill it with alfalfa hay, its request failed. How about if I try to put, say, hay... I'll try to put just 100 liters in it. Oh, that's failing as well. And it's reloaded at 800%. Although that's probably because of the bale size. We'll knock it down and see what happens. Now, how much is in this bale? So that's obviously not a full amount. But yeah, now it's fine. Yeah, even when I do that, it's fine. That is really weird. Although, I guess this bale hasn't changed over to the larger size. Might just be a matter of it not supporting the larger sizes. Yep. That's it. Doesn't support the larger sizes. We'll go to 180. And we'll have to reload these again. So yeah, that is... So we had, what, 57,000 liters? Something like that? Oh. Well, I guess it's on footage of how much we had in that bale. So, in between this episode and the next, I'll just look at that, figure out what it was, then try to figure out, how many bales that is on estimate. It won't be perfect, but we'll at least get what we obviously put the work in for. Well, you gotta turn that on. Let's turn this this back to a worker. Oh. Thing fills up so fast. Well, I'll go ahead and do a time lapse. We'll finish up this field here for baling. We should be able to get in here. Do we need... Oh, the nitrogen is already fine. How's the grass field? The nitrogen is already good everywhere. Like, I'm sure you could put a little bit to knock it all the way up, but the grass field's alright. Okay. We'll do a little bit of slurry spreading for the grass field. It's really the last field that really makes sense. I saw the grain tank was almost full too. And of course they're going the wrong way. Or almost going the wrong way. We might put the slurry in maybe that big field. Maybe we'll put sorghum in it. Well, it shouldn't take too long, and this field will be done for the worker. We already are doing pretty good, I would say, for yield. Basically, this whole thing is green. Yeah, 14,000 liters, so we could end up with about the same yield-wise as we did on the big field. In less space. There's less acres there. Alrighty, so I've just decided to kind of spread the slurry on this field. I think we'll probably put like sorghum in it, and I'm pretty sure that uses a decent amount of nitrogen versus the soybeans, obviously. So this should hopefully drop the amount of fertilizer we'll have to use. I obviously did start on the alfalfa field, but then yeah, I checked and it was like 1% extra yield. Like, yeah, I don't know if I really want to basically waste my slurry for 1% when I could probably save quite a bit of money by putting it on this field. And the worker's doing really good on that field too. I really didn't expect them to make that good progress. I'm curious, do workers do slurry spreading? I would think so. I just line it up. Yep, okay. Well, I'll do some harvesting then. Feel like I haven't gotten to do anything for harvesting yet. I didn't really get to look at the yields or anything. Obviously, they are a lot more likely to stop than the harvester is. This would only stop for, you know, being full or running into a tree, that kind of stuff. Even then, I would say it's not been too bad of a yield on this field. It looks like mainly lime green. So we could take a look for a better idea in here. Yeah, that field was absolutely great. I kind of figured that. Oh, yeah, looks like mainly lime green. I think that'll be, yeah, most of the field. I don't think we'll see quite as good of a yield from this field. It might be a little bit bigger too. I don't really know. But yeah, I'll be curious to see how close we are to that same level of field beans we were getting before, which was what, 40,000 liters, and that trailer's not full yet. I'd imagine we at least be able to fill it, which if we could fill that, that'll probably be $150,000, somewhere in there. Plus the soybeans will be around there. We could be getting $300,000 come June from selling 2 crops. Otherwise, I wouldn't mind doing a handful of pigs. Start small, because we'll probably buy a lot of the food for them. At least that's what I'm thinking. For horses, we could buy one just to see how it is. I think they mainly use hay. I'd have to look. It might be hay and oats. And if it's hay and oats, then I probably want to save my oats for them. I mean, we could obviously do more oats too, but I did see, I believe it was something with the hedges on how we could try to get rid of them. We could like place a bush and maybe it could, make what's there disappear. I couldn't get it to work. So I did try that because that would be nice to be able to go from this field to that one without having to drive on the neighbors. Although we could also, buy that field soon. Never know. That would probably be... It would almost have to be grass. Because we'd have to drive over it at some point. We just have to go through the hedge here. We're never going to make it to the top. The mud. And yeah, probably have to be grass and hay. I don't think it would be alfalfa just because I can't make super big bales. Because then I could put hay in there and I can just make pretty big bales and we won't have, 35 that we have to deal with or anything. So that puts us at, for field beans, 29,000 liters, which is $140,000. We're almost at the soybeans price. So that's pretty good. Yeah, the alfalfa hay is actually worth quite a bit of money. We have 49,000 liters, really? Well, there's a decent amount of bales. 6? Is that really 49,000 liters? Must be. Let's put this here. I'll take this off of a worker. We'll get it probably filled up and started over there. And that harvest is almost done. So it should be most, if not this whole field, will be spread with slurry. Maybe not quite the whole thing. It'll be close though. Alright, we'll set them off down here. I'll take over the harvester. And I'll just do a short little time lapse. We'll finish up the harvest here. I would imagine the worker will be done with the slurry spreading as well. Alright, and that is a wrap on the harvest for this year. Well, unless we cut grass, I guess you could consider cutting grass a harvest. Good. So yeah, this will put us at about 35,000 liters of... Oh, it looks like they're dang near hit the end, actually, of that field. We'll just set them off up here. Obviously, there'll be, you know, bits and pieces that are not gotten. As long as the large majority has gotten slurry on it, then I would say that is good. And we have emptied the slurry out, which will be nice. I really didn't think it would go this far. I wouldn't think we'd be able to do the whole field. As soon as this is done, I'll return the slurry spreader. We don't have a use for it for a while. At least not until we are in need of getting rid of more slurry, probably. At least for now. Okay, that's a forager header. That forager is really nice. That is... It's a good deal, obviously, for a forager that's basically always almost $500,000. Getting it for $215 would be a steal. But we don't have that money. I mean, we do, just not in products that are not, you know, being waited on to be sold. So it's just over 6,000 liters here. There's 29 in the silo, so yeah, about 35,000 liters. To be about 5,000 less than our harvest off the big field. Obviously, we won't be planting it in the big field this time either. Just so we don't have, you know, issues with it already being spread with slurry. We'll probably do at least one more cut off of the alfalfa field before we look to possibly put something else there. We would have to plow that field up if we did want to do that. Unless it's something that we can put with a direct drill. Let's see here. 170,000. I'm happy with that. Those eggs are looking mighty good. Those will be high next month. Milk is always super good. Always super good. Oh, and the oats will be soon. Well, that is about everything for today. So in between, I'll obviously try to get the alfalfa hay situation figured out. That way we're not, just screwed because the mod conflict issues and whatnot. But like I said, I think it's about 50,000 liters. Obviously spawning in bales, it might end up being a little bit different. So that's why I'm hoping I can just fill up the baler with whatever is a little bit extra and try to make it as even as possible. Anyways, thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Hope to see you in the next video. Bye.